Let's start with the question. What is the player acceleration in Minecraft when flying? I need exact numbers for player flying acceleration in Minecraft. I looked through the source code but couldn't find anything specifically mentioning player flying. Acceleration. Sprint fly acceleration numbers would also be extremely useful. A few things that I have discovered from looking through the source code is that the base multiplier for entities when sprinting is approximately 1/3000. The velocity decay rate when flying or on ice is 0.91 blocks, tick squared. The standard fly speed cap is 0.218 blocks, tick, and the sprinting fly speed cap is 0.546 blocks, tick. So how can we solve this? There's one possible answer. Answer 1. TLDR, probably about 0.05 blocks, tick squared at the beginning and then 0.003 blocks, tick cubed, less acceleration every tick, double both for sprint flying. But it's not very clear. I'll track my progress towards figuring out this value in this post. First I used data get entity at S to get my NBT data. That contains a bunch of recipe stuff and some other values that I don't need. But also the double list tags motion and pose. It seems like motion is closer to what we want. So I made a display of it for the sidebar. Scoreboard objectives add motion dummy, scoreboard objectives set display sidebar. Motion, set block tilde 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 repeating underscore command underscore block auto. 1. Command. Execute store result score at P motion run data get entity at P motion. 0.1000. The problem with that. The motion is something that both the server and the client can modify. There is anti-cheat. There are different types of movement. There are performance optimizations, etc. It's all very complicated and leads to motion being unreliable to query with commands. It seems to only ever contain something different from 0 if you are in the air after a regular jump. So on to the other tag, pose. It also contains 3 double values and those are actually much more reliable. Since client and server usually agree on it. Except for lag and the 60 fps, 20 TPS difference. It also works while flying, gliding, etc. The command is the same. Just with pose. Execute store result score at P pose run data get entity at P pose. 0.1000. You can get the current server side motion of a player by subtracting his current position from the one in the last tick. Scoreboard player's operation motion pose equals at P pose less than wait 1 tick greater than scoreboard player's operation motion pose equals at P pose. This results in the fake player old containing the motion of the player. Except negative. Since we don't care about direction, that doesn't matter. This can be repeated to get the acceleration. Scoreboard player's operation acceleration pose equals motion pose less than wait 1 tick greater than scoreboard player's operation acceleration pose equals motion pose. The order of commands also matters. The repeating chain goes like this. Execute store result score at P pose run data get entity at P pose. 0.1000 scoreboard players operation motion pose equals at P pose scoreboard players operation acceleration pose equals motion pose less than any commands using that value greater than scoreboard players operation acceleration pose equals motion pose scoreboard players operation motion pose equals at P pose. Just from a quick look I can already see that this is not too reliable. Much better than motion, but still not good. There are sometimes spikes on the order of tens of times as much as the usual values. Sometimes there are values different from 0 while I'm standing completely still, etc. This is probably due to the mentioned reasons. Lag. Even in single-player there is a little bit, especially in 1.13+ and client-server disagreements. I'll still present my results. Maybe they have some value to you. Regular flying. 49, 44, 41, 37, 34, 30, 28, 26, 22, 22, 18, 18, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 9, 8, 6, 494, minus 477, minus 493, 497, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 531, minus 1057, 531, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. As you can see, there are quite some spikes. But in general, the acceleration seems to slow down the faster you are. So your speed doesn't grow linearly, but more similar to a square root function of the time. You start with an acceleration of approximately 0.05 blocks tick squared. Since this display is 1000x the position, motion, acceleration. Then it goes down by 5, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 0, 4, 0, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, so on average 0, 0, 0, 1 to 0, 0, 0, 3 blocks tick cubed depending on where you cut it off. Now the same for sprint flying. 78, 378, minus 114, 67, 62, minus 471, 526, 51, 46, 41, 777, minus 671, 28, minus 798, 824, 24, 911, minus 1759, 908, 15, 16, 978, minus 942, 11, minus 986, 995, 9, 7, 1032, minus 1013, minus 1030, 1036, 4, 5, 4, minus 1049, 2108, minus 1049, 2, 1069, minus 1062, 2, minus 1070, 1072, 1, 2, 1, 1079, minus 1076, minus 1079, 1080, 1083, 1081, 1, 0. This was a much more erratic test. So I'll filter out all the spikes. 78, 67, 62, 51, 46, 41, 28, 24, 15, 16, 11, 9, 7, 4, 5, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0. Here the slowdown seems to be more on the order of 0. 005 to 0.01 blocks tick cubed and the starting acceleration more like 0.1 blocks tick squared, but it's really hard to say due to the spiking values. I repeated both tests a few times, but it didn't get much clearer. I corrected the upper bound from approximately 0.08 blocks, tick squared to approximately 0.1 blocks, tick cubed, but that's it. More can probably only be said by looking at the code. I hope this answer helped, and if it did, please drop a comment and subscribe.